In the ancient days, letters were the only means of communication between the soldiers and their families. What happened to them when they participated in war, and how will they communicate with their families? Do you guys ever wonder about this? This video will tell the story of one such Roman frontline soldier. So welcome to Just History. In this video, we are going to investigate the real letters from the Roman front lines and what they say. So make sure to watch until the end of this video and like and subscribe to our channel to see more content. The Roman military was deployed in all parts of the ancient globe. The majority of their time on the front was spent away from the battle, despite the fact that they are best known for the campaigns they ran through these theaters of conflict. As we've already discussed, this requires manual labor, training, patrolling, escorting, police, watchtower duty, and a variety of other responsibilities. Even so, dull downtime took up a large portion of their service life. Thus, soldiers used every available tool to maintain a positive attitude. Frequently, this involved unwinding or having fun with their army buddies. These military comrades would develop a close family-like bond during their years of service. A person's genuine family, however, could not be replaced. Because of this, a soldier's heart was filled with the same amount of longing for home as it is now. If they were close enough to go there and return within their authorized leave period, some fortunate soldiers could actually be able to have a homecoming. But for those who were stationed far away, a reunion like that would have to wait years, if not decades. So, through writing letters home, soldiers from all around the empire stayed in touch. However, how was it done 2,000 years ago? We must first consider how a soldier would even begin writing a letter for the first time, considering that literacy rates were undoubtedly far lower than they are today. However, the exact amount is up for contention in academia. There is a wide range between low model estimates of about 1% and high model predictions of about 20%. Naturally, these numbers will fluctuate depending on the definition, eras, places, and populations. On average, Roman soldiers probably had literacy levels that were roughly similar to those of the general populace, with higher ranks tending to have more advanced literacy levels. Armed with armies of scribes, the Roman army was a massive bureaucratic machine that handled the majority of the paperwork for things like logistics, money, and communication. Private merchants passing through camp who could be of assistance would always be available. Even if these people were too busy to assist you, such folks thronged around the army camps looking for ways to generate money, and the market for letter writing was probably always in great demand. What would the procedure entail now that you have a buddy, a scribe, or a merchant to compose your letter? Wax tables, wooden boards, and even skins were among the various surfaces on which letters might be written. The most prevalent item appears to have been papyrus sheets. These could be obtained rather cheaply and were commonly produced. A reed stylus or claymus was the most typical writing instrument. To get the tip into the right shape, a scribe only needed to spend a minute working on it. Once accomplished, the pen would be dipped in a carbon-based ink and used to jot down a few sentences before being placed back in the ink well. Long letters could require a lot of time and resources to write, as one might assume. Since the wealthy could afford to wax on endlessly at their convenience, your rank-and-file correspondence were probably shorter and sweeter. A well-known example of a general who had whole books published while serving is Julius Caesar. The letter that is being written in this presentation is actually merely a page or two from his Gallic War commentaries. Imagine, however, that a letter had been written. How did you send it? The Roman army was well prepared for this. The vital flow of information was aided by the same highways that made it possible for armies to move across the empire with efficiency. The state postal service, called cursus publicus, was available to officials and higher-ups. Messages could be sent from point A to point B at breakneck speeds of up to 250 kilometers per day, thanks to the extensive network of couriers and way stations involved. A letter from the Germanic border may reach Rome in this manner in as little as a week. Others were forced to rely on associates, slaves, or vendors who were unable to provide the same degree of accelerated services. However, it was still plausible to anticipate that a letter from Britain to Egypt might arrive there in 1 or 2 months. What possibility did it have, though, of getting into the correct hands? So much like today, letters had an address where the intended recipient might be reached. Here are a few examples from the remaining documents. Now tell me, guys, are you excited to know what's in these letters? Continue watching if you want to find out more. To Epimachus in Alexandria from Apion, his son. Apion, a young man from a tiny hamlet in Egypt, wrote the work in the 2nd century. At Alexandria, he joined the Roman army and traveled to Italy on a sizable government vessel. A tremendous storm was survived by the ship. He went to have his portrait painted for his family as soon as he arrived, got his new uniform and pay, and returned the painting home with the following letter. Many good wishes. First of all, I hope you are in good health and that things are going well for you, my sister, her daughter, and my brother. I thank the Lord Seriphus for saving me right off when I was in danger at sea. When I arrived at Mycenium, I received 3 gold pieces from the emperor as road money, and I am doing just fine. Please write me a line, my Lord Father, about your own well-being, 2nd about that of my brother and sister, and 3rd so that I may devoutly greet your hand because you brought me up well, and I may therefore hope for rapid promotion, the gods be willing. Give my regards to Capiton, and my brother and sister, and to Serinilla, and my friends. I'm sending you my little portrait through Euctemon. My new Roman name is Antonius Maximus. All my best. He wrote this letter by hiring a public letter writer. He continues by saying to other family members, I wrote 6 letters to you. I'll get permission from the commander and come to you as soon as you think of me, so that you can meet your brother. For although I wrote to you, none of you showed regard, even though I made no demands of you for the army. From Claudia Severa to her sister Salsia Lepidina, the wife of the commander. Claudia Severa sends her Lepidina greetings. I kindly invite you to join us on September 11 as we celebrate my birthday. If you can make it, it will make my day that much better. Please convey my regards to your Cerelis. He is greeted by my child and my alias. Sister, be prepared to meet me here. Sister, my dearest soul, I bid you farewell and wish you luck. Greetings from Masculus to his Verecundus. The Rhetians have begged me to request leave from you for 3 Rhetian men who are under your care, Liticus, Vitalis, and Victor, and from the Vaconti, Augustanus, Cusius, and Bellicus. And I beg you, my lord, to order the return of the cleaving knife from the century of Nobilis that Tamplus is in possession of because we require it. Through Tallio, I send you the plants from the Perigene troop. I wish you and your family good fortune. Farewell. In a subsequent letter, the same Decurion stated, My lord, please give us instructions on what you want us to accomplish tomorrow. Are we to return in full force with the standard to the shrine at the intersection, or only a portion of us? Please be kind to me and be very lucky. Farewell. Later he adds, My comrades in arms don't have any beer. Please request that some be sent. Researchers have discovered a large number of documents at this archaeological site. These contain passages from texts that deal with works of poetry, drama, history, arithmetics, law, and administration. These types of discoveries are still being made in the Egyptian sands, but so far they have turned up a number of letters written by Roman armymen who were stationed far away. And here comes the ending of today's video. How do you guys feel after knowing the hardships that faced these Roman soldiers? Do tell us in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, as well as hit that bell icon to never miss out on any of our future uploads. Also, check out our playlists. Adios, I see you in the next one.